Hey, Get Fox here. Today we got the auction house talk / stock market stuff on MLB The Show, aka the show Stock Watch is kind of what Perfection thought last week of the name of it. Still haven't come up with it. We'll figure that out later. Anyways, we're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about a method to make some stubs, the flipping cards. We'll talk about speculation and then the exchange sets here. Those are kind of the three things I want to hit in today's episode. I don't have anything written down, so we're doing it live. All right, so I don't think we're going to get upgrades this Friday. Last Friday, and this is something kind of neat. I should have remembered this from last year. When they put a lot of new cards into the game last Friday, there was a good day to buy packs because there was a lot of low-end cards that were needed for sets that were high value because there weren't many out there, so you could rip and then sell them right away and then rip some more. So that was a pretty decent day. Maybe next year try and remember that. But so they won't add and subtract too many players from rosters here forward. Not nearly like we got last week, but because of guys getting cut from spring training and whatnot. Anyways, speculation. Ohtani, he's had an immaculate first few weeks here. What do we a little over a week here into the season. Almost pitched like a perfect game, a no hitter. Got spoiled, went 7 strong. He's hit a couple dingers. So, anyways, everybody's thinking this card's going to get upgraded. So, 8,000 stubs for a 75 overall. What would you have to get? What would be a comparable card for 8,000 stub? How high would we have to get? 85? I don't know. Okay, let's get to Verlander 84. 85. So, if he goes up to a diamond, he'll have a good return on value. So, 8,000 stubs. If you think he's getting to an 85 overall this year, that's not a bad investment. Once he was in that in the middle of that perfect game, this got up to like 19K. So to set a 75 to an 85 jump is quite a bit. He'll need to improve his per nines. Looks like his controlled ball walks per 9 need to go up quite a bit. So we'll see how quickly he rises. This is kind of crazy, but I think there's some money coins. But then again, he's probably hitting over his head, pitching over his head at the moment. So be careful. It's just high risk, high reward. The market is very focused on this card, so I feel like that's pretty properly placed for the risk reward going forward for that card. But anyways, that's a couple weeks away still, so we won't get in. Maybe I'll do a weekly. I'll talk about a couple cards I think could go up and down. Maybe I'll bring in a friend or something, or just do the research myself because I'm familiar with Fangraphs and I've been pretty into baseball for my whole life. Anyways, moving on from investment talk because it's not going to happen this week. Let's talk about flipping cards and. Souvenirs is kind of where I think you should focus, especially if you're kind of at a lower coin amount. Like if you look at these high-end MLB cards, you'll see a little bit of a gap here between the Joe Morgan. Say you put in a buy order for like 117,700, then you can flip it for 140 or just under 140. Take out the 10% tax of like what 13K, then you'll make like a 10K profit, a little under that. That's not bad. That's a pretty good flip if you do that, but you got to have a high amount of stubs to do that. So this is kind of like this is something you can do frequently, and the Joe Morgan has some risk in it because the market can move on him. Probably is pretty settled for now. Although I see the market overall, the trend is coming down. All these cards are going down. Trout is down quite a bit from when he was just a week ago or just a few days ago. All these cards are generally going down because people are realizing to get the best cards in the game to go grind those sets, you need money for souvenirs. So I want to divert your attention to souvenirs. Basically, what I think you guys want to do, and this is a high volume set, like I said, so it's going to happen a lot. You can do this a lot of teams. Make sure these teams are in the Immortals or Team Epic. Like I'll show you. Like basically one of the teams that go into the programs. Make sure, because there's a lot of demand for these Immortals, these career arc players. So you want to get cards that go into these for the teams that go into the set. Say like the Ruth. So go to the missions. Look who is in the Ruth for like the Ruth for the jersey exchange. So the Yankees, Red Sox, or Braves. Now these are the ones that I think you should target. Not just Ruth, but all the other ones. Dodgers is great because that's the only one that Robinson goes into, and he's in demand. But let's do the Dodgers. Since I just talked about Robinson. Dodgers at home. This is not a great spread, but here's what people do. People are going to come by, and I'm going to do it actually because this is actually not bad. So what they're going to do is buy up a bunch of prices. So the 274, you put in a bid for 275, you'll get filled, and then you could flip it for 390, probably over 400 there, and people will buy it easily because people want to get these things done. After a while, you don't care about stubs. Speaking from personal experience, filling out these sets, you don't care about it. You're just going to get through it. Time is more valuable than stubs a lot of times, but you can take advantage of those people buying from this buy now listing. So there's a little bit of a break right there. That's not huge. See, somebody just bought it at 390. That's not a huge difference, but you got. I would just stick to hats and jerseys. This jersey here, you got a couple hundred stub difference. So basically, it's an easy way to flip. So what you got to do is you buy at the 358, you sell at the 549, and then you get your 20 in. You get your 20 buy orders, your sell orders, and then you play like a conquest game, a CPU game. Come back, saw in your my orders not active orders, my completed orders. See what got done, and then list them. Go to your inventory, list them up the other way, and so on and so forth. So it's been a couple days since I've actually been grinding that. But basically, that's the method to grind it: just buy, sell, go to a game. So I definitely look at those souvenirs. High turnover, very, very low risk. So it's almost like free stubs at that point. All right, next point we want to get into. Remind me of the next point. Let me. I think I didn't write anything down. I want to talk about the exchange sets. This might be the last point actually. The exchange sets. This caused quite a little bit of I would say consternation in the market. So I myself had I put in a lot of stubs into the pre-exchange set prices. So when these things cut the prices almost in half in a lot of things, it kind of hurt because it's gonna be cheaper for other people to do the same stuff I did. But they needed to fix the market for other people after me. I can understand that, even though it personally hurts me, and I don't care. I already lost all those stubs anyways. So adding these things, and then the thing what they said was they're taking a look and they'll continue to build the game around their souvenir exchange going forward. So what that means is that they'll probably use the souvenirs for other programs moving forward. So I wouldn't say there's invest in it, because they could use any one of the souvenirs. They could use anything from bobbleheads to jerseys again to hats. Hats and jerseys are the big ones. Autographed baseballs and bobbleheads don't really go into too much at the moment, except for like those couple sets are kind of worthless at the moment. I'll show you the sets. Whoops. Let's go here, Immortals. And they go into the bad autographs bobbleheads. So they're kind of useless right now. They just go into the bobblehead. And to get all the bobbleheads, you got the Joe Carter 87. He looks pretty good. Or even, yeah, I don't think, yeah, all the bobbleheads aren't even out yet. So they'll continue to add more souvenirs. You can't even get them yet. But anyways, that exchange, so it completely changed the souvenir market when they put in this stuff. So this is something to definitely pay attention to. If you see any updates from Sony San Diego online, definitely see what it is, and you can take advantage and maybe sell or buy based off that info before maybe the market fully reacts to it. Although it is pretty quick. Within 10 minutes, the market reacts to the changes and updates the prices because of the supply difference and people speculating on the supply difference. So there it is. I guess we'll do a weekly reminder that packs are bad, so we'll open just this one just to show you. Yeah, nothing comes good from packs. Buy your players, speculate that way. Don't risk it on packs, because for every good pack you see online, like, oh my god, I pulled Mike Trout, or oh my god, I pulled a diamond, you're going to get about 1,000 of these. So that's it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's Auction House Talk the show Stock Watch. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.